Dang, where's my hat? I forgot my hat somewhere around here. There we go. Oh, there's some nice lighting right there. So what's up? Stage fright. So here's some seeds I bought yesterday at the store. Just some random seeds. I bought some vegetables, some basil, kale, tomato, carrot. Ooh, snow peas. Yeah, I know the table's a mess. This is where I do my gardening stuff. Catnip, cabbage, asparagus, pepper, multicolored peppers, spinach, and some sunflowers. I haven't seen any sunflowers around on the res for a long time, so that's why I got those. But I'm gonna do some. I bought these to start off seedlings. Bought a bunch of them, and then I got all this soil over here. I still got bags outside, bags upon bags outside. Right here's my rainwater collection system. I got 2 trash cans. I just bought this one yesterday, so that's why those little trash cans are full of rainwater. Over here, I bought these large bins from Walmart, and they're about 3.5 inches deep, 4 inches maybe at most. Well, what I got in there is grass seed. I'm gonna do some plugs, some sod, I guess, sod plugs, whatever you call them. But I threw some soil down, some seeds. Hopefully the lid will keep it moist in there for it to grow. And rose bush there, some kind of shrubbery. Thinking about changing my name to Roger, so that way I can go around telling people, I am Roger the Shrubber. I design, arrange, and sell shrubberies. Some onion. So that onion there is an onion from Walmart. I just chopped it in half, and half of it I used. The other half's down there. Some hydrogenia, PG pink. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, there we go. Another rose bush. I forgot what that is. Rose bush and some more shrubbery. A couple bags of. This one I mixed. I grabbed some garden soil. Yeah, I know that's not the best thing to do, potting and stuff like that. But most of these, I'm gonna move into raised garden beds once I build them. What this is a mix of cow poop. I bought some steer manure with some garden soil and some coconut coir, and I'm feeding it with my rainwater. Right now, I might go to let's record me while I'm talking, because it's kind of somehow just sitting there pointing at a bag. Okay, so what was I gonna say? So I have this soil, and it's a mix of garden soil, cow poop, steer manure, and coconut coir, and I'm watering it off of rainwater right now. I might add nutrients later. Check out my bibs, my overall. Oh, Kurtz Kazak, I love. It's not sponsored, but I love the show. I love the show. What I'm planning on doing, what I want to do, and we'll see how it goes. But I want to do a community garden. Um, I still have to build a greenhouse yet, but I'm gonna do what I can right now, which is start plants, because I have a green thumb. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Is I want to do a community garden and offer plants, because I can. All these plants right here, I can clone like that. Boom. I have a green thumb. And the other thing too is eventually I want to do local classes on gardening for other people that want to do gardening on the reservation here, because what I realized is there's really nothing to do on the res, and that's because of lack of imagination. you know, there's tons to do on the res, but nobody does anything because lack of imagination. The cool kids thing to do right now is drugs, and I know because I was on it. This coming April 4th is going to be 5 months for me. But I digress. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Is I want to do a community garden and just offer plants, either for sale or just give away. I don't know. We'll see what happens along the way. If it gets too crazy, I don't know. We'll just self-regulate, I guess, or I don't know. We'll figure something out. We'll figure something. What I should have done is I should have taken a before and after, but there's my lawn. It's starting to get green. It was brown, like pure brown, and it was just completely dead. But I was like, hey, well, we'll try growing grass this year. So that's what I'm working on. I'm watching all these lawn videos and learning how to grow grass. There's the dog's yard. It's getting greener than everything else. Probably because he pees and chomps in there. But here's some cardboard and some combos that I'm moistening up. Darn horse keeps coming around the house, so I keep filling that up right there. And he keeps drinking from that. There's a bird bath back there. Bird. Tons of bird feeders. Mostly what I got are these ones. I got these ones from Lowe's, I think. Yeah, Lowe's. They were like 20 bucks. No, they were like 12 bucks. My bad. They were like 12 bucks. But bought some bird feeders. Just something to do. Take my mind off of that bad stuff because I keep getting tempted to want to get back on it. So I actually do, you know, empathize with addicts on how hard it is to get off methamphetamines. Yeah, it's pretty damn hard because that's all you keep thinking about. You just want it. You just want it some more. Want it. Think of all the cool times you were having with bros and friends and meeting new friends and meeting new chicks and whatnot. And chicks are meeting new dudes. And it's just the social medium. And it just brings people together. I know I'm saying a lot of good things about it, but that's what I'm trying to say is like that's the reason why people are doing it. That's the reason why people can't get off of it, is because, you know, it brings people together. People have good times, just like when people were drinking. But with, you know, with drinking there was fighting. With meth there's nobody fighting. Everybody's just like, if you run out, everybody's scrambling to find more. It's not a you took my last beer, some bitch. It's more of a we gotta find some more, bro. Let's go find some more. Let's go on an adventure. So I do first-handedly know how freaking hard it is to get off meth. That's why I'm doing the gardening. That's why I'm doing a lot of projects. I've gotten onto my company. We're doing a lot more, so I can do a lot more to keep away from that stuff, because I just need to do stuff to get away from that stuff. And here's another bird feeder I bought. It's got a little sweat. I don't know, little sweat. That's what it's called, sweat blocks, I guess. My bird seed I actually left out one night and it got rained on, so little plants are growing, but birds actually eat it. They eat the little plants, so I just leave it down here. So what I like to do is, like down here, when I'm putting bird seed in this bird feeder, I throw some on the ground so birds can peck around down there before they get on here, because, you know, it's swinging around. Birds are gonna be like freaked out about it, so they can go down here and peck on the solid ground, figure out that this is coming from the feeder, and then they start flying up. So that's why I do that. And then the horse comes down and nibbles on that too. So I was wanting to buy some grain just to throw it in. Feed the damn horse. Hey, there's a little more distance. So what I did here was there's some compost, just different things. I have cardboard boxes. I have unused bell peppers that went to waste. Not really went to waste because they're making good use here. Got some the horse that keeps pooping. I got some horse poop in here. Every time it poops in the yard, I just grab it and throw it in here. So that helps speed up the compost as long as I keep it moist. Over there, I'm gonna be building storage. So I'm gonna try and make a video on that. I got some kit coming in. Oh, back here, under there, I have some wood, some lumber. So I'm gonna build a doghouse for my dog. I got some cement blocks, so for the foundation for my shed. And I also have a wood chipper that I've been making wood chips because I'm making. What the hell's that shit called? Hold on, I got a brain fart. Give me a second. Getting old. Look at these white hairs. Just kidding. Mulch. I'm making mulch with the wood chipper, and that's what I want to do with this stuff up here that I'm getting at the feast grounds. Well, I haven't started getting it yet, but I was still trying to get the clearance, the paperwork that says I could. Reminder that I'm just taking the brush. I'm not taking the frames down, just the brush, and I'm gonna compost it, and that's gonna be part of the community garden that people that want plants, you know, they'll have soil, throw them some soil with the plant. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be delivering it. I more than likely am, because a lot of people don't have vehicles, and that's the reason why a lot of people don't get into things, is because they don't have vehicles and they can't go to town, they can't buy this and buy that like some other people can. I'm not trying to flex or anything, I'm just trying to help out. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do with the compost that I get from the brush up here, because I'd rather turn that into compost than go up Soldier Canyon and turn into a big ass Soldier Canyon fire again. That's what was going on, is everybody's throwing their brush up the canyon, it dries out and turns into Soldier Canyon fire. So I'm eliminating that risk, and I'm also doing compost. So boom, two birds with one stone. I think that's it for now. Let me see what else I can video. Walmart pizzas, home baked. So let me show you how I do start seeds. This is how I start seeds. I have this little shoebox that I just keep it in. But I have these, I don't know what size they are. Maybe I should go check. I'll be right back. Let me go check. Alright, so I'm back. I found out what the size. These are 1 gallon Ziploc bags. And what I like to do is, these are melons, by the way. And what I like to do, it's an old trick I learned when I was growing weed back in the 90s. You take the weed seeds. Oh, well, in this case, that was back in this case. You take the seeds of what you want to grow. In this case, melon. You take the seeds and you get a paper towel. Back then, they were the long, huge squares. Nowadays, they have this little selector size. But I still get 2 selector size because that's one big square. Anyway, I like to soak it with water and to where it's dripping, and I let it drip a little bit into the sink. So I throw the seeds down and I space them about 1 inch to 2 inches apart. So that way when they start throwing their roots, you can just, if they grow into the paper towel, you can just cut the paper towel, and the paper towel will help. You know, it'll break down and it'll give nutrients to the plant. But if you can pull the seeds off without breaking the roots, then you can do that. And then that's when I throw them in these little starter pots. Now I found these little, I don't know what they're made out of. Cardboard, I guess. I should have looked. I was hoping coconut core, but they look more like cardboard. Just says grows 32 plants. Blah blah blah. 32. Peat. I guess peat pots. They're peat pots. Whatever peat pots are. So I got those. Then these I got from some succulent plants that I ordered off Amazon. You know, they're cute, by the way. They're the ones you see in my window. But I'm gonna use these to do some seeds. But anyway, I leave them in here, and about maybe 3 or 4 days, I'll check on them once a day. I like it doing like this because I can just hold it up to the light, see if they're throwing roots. Once they start throwing roots, pull them out, throw them in a peat pot, and then grow them like that. I forgot I had melons, and I also have in this one some kind of flowers. I don't know what kind of. They're annuals or perennials. I don't know. We'll see. I think nasturtium was one of them, but I'm starting those. And this little miniature greenhouse, because this is like a little miniature greenhouse kind of deal. That's what they call it anyway. Is pretty much the same thing with the grass that I'm doing outside. I have those long Walmart trays, and it keeps the moisture in there. You know, it'll warm up and the moisture will evaporate, but then it'll absorb back into the soil, and it'll just keep that little cycle going. It's rainwater, so it's already got nutrients and whatnot like that in there. I don't think I have to use any. I bought some up. See, you can see some Miracle-Gro. I bought 2 different kinds. I was gonna buy another kind. There's 3 different kinds at Lowe's. There's all-purpose plant food for all plants. There's flowering plants, and then there's tomatoes and your vegetable ones. Here, let me show you real quick. This is the Miracle-Gro plant food, the tomato water soluble plant food. You can use it in a little water can. Same thing here. You can use this one in a water can. It's water soluble. This is Bloom Booster flower food. I just bought these to have on hand. Might not use them because the rainwater might do wonders. But I'm also gonna buy the all-purpose one just in case. Here's another thing that I buy. Take rooting hormone. Yeah, you don't want to get this in your eyes, and you don't want to get you don't want to snort this. I don't know if this new one is as bad as the old stuff, but when I was doing rooting hormone back in the 90s, when I was doing clones, I was cloning clippings of marijuana plants. That stuff had some pesticides and some, I don't know, it had some yeast stuff in it. And you grow like extra eye and extra finger and toes and legs and arms. You turn up, you end up looking like Goro from Mortal Kombat if you inhale that stuff or whatever, you know, because that is pretty bad stuff. I don't know if this one says garden safe. I don't know. It still says do not contaminate water, food, or feed by storage or disposal. So I'm pretty sure this is stuff you don't want to get in your eyes. So mask up, eyes, gloves when you do this stuff. This is how I take those shrubbery outside. I'll take those shrubs and I'll do a clipping, swirl it real quick. It's a white powder. Swirl it real quick and drop it in peat pot with some soil, and I'll just keep constantly watering. Make sure the soil is moist, not dripping wet. Kind of between dripping wet and moist. I'll keep it between those two. And in about a week, it'll throw roots like crazy. And there you go. You got a brush, a new shrub. And that's how I plan on offering plants to the community through the community garden.